How many times have you thought to yourself, yes, finally, I've got that revenue goal in sight? Or perhaps you've looked at your bank account and you've suddenly seen a cash injection come in, and that dream monthly goal that you've always wanted has become a reality. And then suddenly disaster hits. You get an unexpected bill, your car breaks down, and your boiler needs replacing. And that juicy injection of cash that you've got sitting there in your account is just floating out of the window. And suddenly you're back at square one, trying to achieve that dream monthly goal. I'm Carole Bozkurt, and I'm a sales and marketing strategist and business mentor. And I create videos like this for business owners like you who want to learn and understand how to attract your dream clients and how to turn them into paying clients. Now, if you're a homeowner or you own a car or you run a business, you know that there are things that you are going to have to do, maybe on a weekly, monthly, or yearly basis for the upkeep of your home or the running of your business or the running of your car. And what I'm talking about today is how we self-sabotage ourselves financially. A lot of us think that when we get an injection of cash coming in, that actually we're not worthy of that injection of cash. We feel undeserving of it. And actually, because we're not used to those big injections of cash coming in, we sort of feel uncomfortable with it, and we actually want to get rid of it as soon as possible. And what is actually going on is we are self-sabotaging us from achieving what we truly want. Now, a lot of the time, what is happening is there is some deep-rooted issues going on. And these are messages that have been developed in our childhood. And those messages are saying that we're not worthy, that we are not deserving, that we are not good enough. And therefore, what our subconscious is doing is it's overriding everything that we want to do, everything that we want to achieve. It's overriding it. And there's very, very little that we can do because it's so incredibly strong. So let me give you an example here. Let's say that you're a mum. You're a mum now, but when you were a little girl, both your parents worked. So you got up early in the morning, you had breakfast with them, and they went off to work, you went off to school. And when you came home from school, because they were still working, you went and spent time with a neighbour. And then when you finally did meet up with your parents again, it was quite late in the day for you. And all they wanted to do was to get the dinner on the table for you to eat and to go to bed. And then the whole cycle started again. And what happened is that you felt that you were sort of on the periphery of your family. You didn't really feel that you were wanted or that you were deserving of having parents who gave you their attention. And maybe at some point you felt that you were abandoned, that you were on your own. And what happens is those messages that you received when you were little become your beliefs. And then as you grow up, they play out in things. Now, it might not necessarily be how you deal with money, but it can be certain things that have a knock-on effect on how you earn money or how you keep money. So, for example, let's say now, as a mum and a business owner, you want to put yourself forward for a proposal to win some work. But because you feel undeserving, you're not even really going to try because you don't believe that you're going to get it. And even if you do get it, you believe that you're going to be on the periphery. And let's say for one moment that you do get it, what you know is it's going to take your time and it will take you away from your children. And then your children might feel abandoned just like you did. And the one thing you don't want to do is repeat history. So what you do is you self-sabotage and you don't go for the proposal, or you don't really do a great job to win it, and you know you're not going to get it. So how do you crack this nut? Well, I've got 6 tips for you to help. The first one is to act with kindness and compassion. This is going to be a journey for you to understand what is going on and to understand how you can reprogram that. The second is to get curious about how you feel, how you think, explore those avenues, so that when something comes up, like receiving a big injection of cash or having the opportunity to bid for a project, get curious about how you feel. Understand that self-sabotage can show up as perfectionism and procrastination. So if you're procrastinating on something, or you don't want to let something go because you want it to be absolutely perfect, know that that is part of self-sabotage. Know that self-sabotage undermines your happiness. Your life doesn't deserve that. Self-sabotage is winning when that happens. Fifthly, work with a specialist to identify the root cause. And that specialist should be either a counselor or a psychotherapist, because they are trained to go deep down and to unpack that. And once that is unpacked, you will be more aware of why those behaviors happen, of why you behave in the way that you do. And then you will have a choice to actually rid yourself and free yourself from those shackles once and for all. And finally, give yourself the time of self-reflection, because it's when we reflect that the transformation happens. If you carry out those tips, your life will get so much better, and you will start to see that money flowing through. So if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and click the bell, so that every time that I do a video, you will be the first to be notified. Bye for now.